Hello, this is Temisha with Educational Tutoring Centers with a high school chemistry concept, which is making mole volume conversions. You'll also see these concepts maybe being taught in Introduction to Chemistry course at the college level. And as we prepare for your cumulative exams that are coming up in December, please know that it is not too late for you to make contact with a tutor to help you to be successful on those cumulative exams. And also, if you're in high school, to help you be successful from your December exams on through the end of your course. Please feel free to contact us at the telephone number listed above, 314-921-8886, or on our website at www.educationaltutoringcenters.com. We do provide online tutoring to students that anywhere that have access to the internet. We also offer face-to-face tutoring in a number of locations. Please contact us to find out what service is available to you. Now let's look at this problem. We have two, and this is just a calculation problem. Sometimes you'll see them more presented as if they were lab problems, where you will see a lot more words and scenarios surrounding the actual calculations that need to be done. So let's look at these two problems. The first one is 1.75 moles of carbon dioxide. And in this unit, the conversion factor that we'll be using is 1 mole is equivalent to 22.4 liters. And that's at standard temperature and pressure. So you'll need to use this conversion factor to convert from moles to liters. And so we have a direct connection between moles and liters, so we only need to make one conversion. So we'll write the ratio for that. Now, as far as what goes in the numerator and what goes in the denominator, you'll want to place in the numerator what you're solving for, and then the denominator you're going to place the unit that you need to cancel with what is given. So we're going to place our 1 mole here in the denominator, and I'll abbreviate mole as MOL so that I can get this carbon dioxide on here. And if you don't like to abbreviate it, just drop an E on the end. And in the numerator, I'm going to write the 22.4 liters. We don't need to do any of the mole mass conversions on this particular problem because we have a conversion factor that goes from moles to liters. Okay, so what you should see happening is that the unit that is given should cancel with the unit in the bottom, the denominator of your conversion factor. So here, if you can create this as a fraction, you can clearly see that you're going to be multiplying your numerators, and here you would multiply denominators, which is just 1 times 1. So really you're only multiplying on your numerators here. So let's go ahead and do that calculation. It's 1.75 times our 22.4, and we get 39.2. Now, as far as our significant figures, we have 3 here, 3 here. So we're going to use 3 significant figures, and the only unit that remains is liters. So our answer is 39.2 liters. Okay? It asks us to solve for volume. Volume is measured in our liters, so we have liters. Okay. Now on this one, we're going to have to take a step back to the concepts that we just covered, which was our mole mass. And the reason why we're going to go back to our mole mass conversions is because we're given mass here in grams, and we need to convert over to the mole before we can make this connection to mole, between moles and liters. So we'll need to make a couple conversions here before we get to our final answer of liters. Now sometimes people say, how do I know how many different steps I need to take before I get to my desired unit of measure. Well, just think about if you were making a conversion from inches to miles. Well, there isn't a common conversion from inches to miles, although you can come up with one. What we would have to do then is make a conversion to inches to feet, and then feet to yards, and then yards to miles. So each one of those would be a different conversion. And in this particular one, we have grams, and so we'll have to go from grams to moles, and then moles to our volume. So let's look at that. Now remember, in the denominator, we're going to write the unit that we're trying to cancel out. So the mass is going to go in the denominator, and in the numerator, we're going to write the mole. And that's of ammonia. And by the way, that conversion is written as 1 mole is equal to whatever your molar mass is. And you'll get that by doing your calculations from your periodic molar mass, your periodic table. So let's look at that. We have, I'm going to write it up here, nitrogen, which is, I believe, 14.01 grams, and our hydrogen, which is 1.01 grams. Well, we have 3 atoms of that, so I'm going to multiply by 3. So let's dump that in our calculators so that we can get our calculations. So there's 14.01 plus, and I'm going to open my parentheses because we're going to have to do this times 3. So 1.01 times 3, close my parentheses, hit enter, so I have 17.04. So that molar mass is 17.04, and that's grams of ammonia. Okay, and if you notice here, we canceled our grams of ammonia with the grams of ammonia here. We're left with moles. Our goal was not to get to moles, but it was to get to volume. So we'll need to do our mole. Let me get rid of this. We'll need to do our mole volume conversion. So, and we have moles here in the numerator, so we'll need to put mole here in the denominator, and we're using this conversion here. So 1 mole of ammonia to 22.4 liters, and moles cancel here with the moles and leaves only liters. So in the numerator, we see we have 10 times 22.4. So let's come here and do that. 22.4 times 10. And if you want to do the calculations in your head, you can. It's a multiple of 10, so you would just be moving that decimal one place to the right. That's 224. The unit is liters remaining in the numerator. In the denominators, we have 1 times 17.04 times 1. So that's just simply 17.04. And there are no units remaining. So, I wrote a 2 there. It's a 4. So now we just need to put that in our calculator and find the quotient. So we have 224 divided by 17.04, and we find out that that's 13.1455. So we want to look at our significant figures, and we see we have 2 here, 4, 3, and so we want to go with 2 significant figures. So our answer to this one would be just 13, and our unit is liters. Okay, I hope you were able to follow everything that as I was explaining it. If you have any questions, please write in the comment section below. If you would like to see new videos that I post, please click on subscribe. If you like these type of videos and you want me to publish more in the concept of chemistry, then please click on the like button. Thank you for watching and have a good day.